how do I know my true essence? How do I shed all these layers? And how do I stay awake once I've had experiences of my true self? I get asked these questions a lot, and I will attempt to answer them now. There are many ways to so-called wake up to oneself, to realize one's true nature. One of the most common ways, I'd say the two most common ways, is either through experienced trauma or through meditation. You have the so-called path of the seeker, where you slowly shed your layers by becoming aware of what you're not, your egoic structure, your traumas, your filters, all of that. And you start to observe your thoughts, become more present, observe the ego, and land in the present moment as often as possible. Through meditation, through mindfulness. Then you can have, which happens to some people, like a really strong religious or spiritual experience that can happen when you least expect it. It can be when you are completely immersed, lost in beauty, in true intimacy, when you are overflowing with love, when you surrender, and there you can get a glimpse of your true nature, through trauma as well. Some people, they also take, what do you call it? It can be mushrooms or LSD or ecstasy, I've heard, and have experiences there of the true nature, the true self. So then there is the direct path, which is available at all times, in every now, to everyone. Let me explain. So, we humans, we walk around with these not only filters and layers. Okay, let me put it like this. Imagine that you, your true self, is your naked you. But you walk around with so much clothing. But you walk around with this like virtual reality helmet on top. And you see the world and others, yourself, through these filters. From your upbringing, from what you heard about the world and yourself, others. Then you have your backpack full of old traumas, all the heartaches and all the bad stuff that's happened to you. Then you have chains with heavy weights on your feet, dragging your ancestral trauma as well. It can be from your parents, from your grandparents, but also from a whole culture or a nation, especially if you've been through, let's say, the Holocaust, if you've been through really heavy, experienced heavy racism, if you've been through really bad famine or war in generations behind you, you drag that along as well. And then you have, it's like your shield and armor on to not get hurt, to protect yourself. And then you have all this little bling bling stuff and the shiny things to sort of get what you want and attract people and situations and things. And then it's like you have what you put in front of a carrot in front of a horse, but instead of the carrot that you have dangling in front of you, you have your dreams. It might be money or money, fortune, could be the perfect husband or family, could be enlightenment, can be self-realization, whatever it is dangling there. So you're not really present. You're having all these things going on at the same time that you sort of experience the world with, and you're not present. So when you do this sort of personal development, the spiritual journey, what a lot of people talk about, is like you learn about your personal structure, you learn about these layers, about your triggers, about your values, and you start to shed them. Then with the trauma, for instance, it's more like, imagine that you, with all these things on, you were, in a fire or car crash or something, and you just go, they just disappear temporarily like that. It can be quite traumatic. And so each of these, I'd say, methods to wake up, ways to wake up, you can't really control, so to speak. But there is something that is always available to you in every moment. The thing is that every now is a portal is a doorway, a portal into your innermost room, your true being. But to get in here, you need to be naked, open, present. So as you're about to step in to this inner room, you have to shed off all these things. And no, it's not a long process. You just do it right here, right now. So leave behind all your dreams for the future, or what you're scared of in the future. Get rid of, undress all these old memories, the things you liked and they don't like about the past. Get undressed of all your identifications. Your identification with your body, with your nationality, with your beliefs, your religious, spiritual, political, some beliefs. Strip away that as well. Strip away your abilities and your disabilities. Your expectations, your interpretations of the now. Leave them all. Just get undressed right here, right now. Remove all of that and just be aware of this very moment. Because you are the awareness that observes all the comings and goings of feelings, sensations, whatever goes on. You are the subject experiencing and observing it all. But to step into grace, to your innermost room, you need to be naked before you walk in that door. So right here and right now, you can do that. There's no need for years of preparation. In this very instant, you can just leave that. They will be there when you get out again, so don't worry about that. You just temporarily get undressed of your identifications, your filters, your projections, your interpretations, giving names, what you want, what you don't want, all of that, just leave it. And step in to the stillness of this moment of your beingness, the pure awareness that is the very foundation of who you are. And just rest here. And whatever feelings and sensations, thoughts arises, you just watch them pass. You just remain here, naked, open, present. You observe, you feel, but you don't cling on to anything. Because you're nothing, it just passes through you. Just how the clouds pass through the sky. There's nothing they get stuck on. It's the same with you. You're this open, empty, vibrant space where things pass through. Thoughts, sensations, emotions. And you just keep observing everything, just being aware, just feeling without adding onto your experience by interpreting, getting stuck, getting lost in all these other things. Just the pure awareness. You always have that available. Every now, all your life, you can dive in, get undressed, be open, enter your innermost being. And the more you do it, the easier it will be. A little warning though. Once you're back sort of into your identifications with your filters, external factors and all of that, thoughts about tomorrow and the past and your projections and name givens and all that, with all your stuff on, your ego wants to take credit for your experience. It's not. Your ego wants to think that it has something to do with it, and will tell you that if you do this, if you work a bit on yourself, if you better yourself, if you can do meditations a bit longer, if you can do this, if you can do that, then you might be able to reach that permanently. You might also enter into a feeling of, I've made it, I'm awake now, and create this spiritual identity around it. That is very common. The ego sees there is something in there for it, this so-called the spiritual aspect of things. That I'm extra evolved, I'm kind, I can sit in meditation for so many hours. So beware that the ego, it'll take a bit of time to sort of disintegrate. It normally doesn't happen like that, and it stays away. So it can still sort of be lurking in different shadows where you haven't really looked yet. It's a good trick to, when you think that you sort of got it, you're completely awake, go and stay a weekend with your parents without your cell phone, or with your partner a week, just the two of you together without TV, computers and cell phones, and see what might arise, what triggers might come up then. Because this is a process. All our lives, since we were very young, we've been programmed. We have this idea of who we are and what the world is like and others, what we identify with. So it takes a bit of time to shift that focus. I mean, even at times I get triggered. I have emotions coming up. The difference is that I don't stay in them that long. I normally can observe them and they pass through me. Whereas before I could get caught up in days, weeks, periods. So yes, while it's good to know about your personal structure, learn about how you work, what you're not, learn about your values, being authentic, observing your thoughts, mindfulness, meditation, your triggers, all of that. Yes, it's good. And while trauma can also help you, meditation, it's important to remember that every now is this great possibility. Every now you can feel that inner peace and stillness. And you can decide right here and right now, I'm just going to get undressed of all this stuff. I'm just going to step right in to my innermost being, my innermost room. Lots of love.